When I was a child growing up in Jamaica in the 90s, there was one name that could make me run home faster than anything else: the Blackheart Man. He was a mysterious and terrifying figure who roamed the countryside, looking for innocent children to lure into his trap. He would offer them sweets or toys, and then take them to his hideout, where he would cut out their hearts and eat them. He was the ultimate bogeyman, and every parent warned their kids to stay away from him. But who was the Blackheart Man? Where did he come from? And why did he want to eat children's hearts? These were the questions that haunted me as a kid, and that I still wonder about today. In this video, I will try to shed some light on this Jamaican urban legend, and share memories of this folklore. The origins of the Blackheart Man. The Blackheart Man is not a new phenomenon. He has been part of Jamaican culture for decades, and possibly even longer. Some sources trace his origins back to the colonial era, when runaway slaves would hide in the mountains and forests, and sometimes attack white settlers or other slaves. They were feared and hated by both sides, and were called Blackhearts by the British. Another possible origin is the Rastafari movement, which emerged in Jamaica in the 1930s. The Rastas rejected the Babylonian system of oppression and corruption, and embraced African roots and culture. They grew their hair in dreadlocks, wore beards, smoked ganja, and followed a strict vegetarian diet. They were seen as outcasts and rebels by mainstream society, and were often persecuted and harassed by the authorities. Some people believed that they practiced cannibalism or human sacrifice, and called them Blackhearts. One of the most famous expressions of the Blackheart Man legend is the debut album by Bunny Wailer, one of the founding members of the Wailers along with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. The album, released in 1976, is called Blackheart Man, and features songs that explore themes such as repatriation, oppression, spirituality, and redemption. The album cover shows a bearded Bunny Wailer holding a heart in his hand, surrounded by children. Bunny Wailer explained that the album title was inspired by his childhood in rural Jamaica, where he grew up hearing stories about the Blackheart Man from his elders. He said, "Well, the Blackheart Man is a very serious fable. When we were kids, we all grew up hearing about this Blackheart Man, and we were told that you had to be careful of strangers who might walk up to you and invite you into a situation where you might be found in the lonely countryside, or in the gullies, or anywhere that this individual might have shown up, and then he would take your heart out." So it brought fear on all the youths of that time when they heard the name, Blackheart Man. So I did the album based on my experiences. The meaning of the Blackheart Man. The Blackheart Man is not just a scary story to frighten children. He is also a symbol of many things in Jamaican society and history. He represents the fear of the unknown, the mistrust of outsiders, the oppression of minorities, the resistance of rebels, the spirituality of Rastas, and the hope of redemption. The Blackheart Man is also a reflection of ourselves. He shows us our dark side, our prejudices, our insecurities, our weaknesses. But he also shows us our potential, our strength, our courage, our faith. He challenges us to face our fears, to question our assumptions, to overcome our limitations, and to seek our truth.